Revision models 4 to 6 answer these questions about the ancient world, detective stories, and traveling. 1. Which wonder of the ancient world has the shape of a triangle? The lighthouse of Alexandria, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. 2. What do we call someone who studies old cities and monuments? An archaeologist, a tourist guide, a historian. 3. Which Jordanian city was voted one of the New World Wonders in 2007? Jerash, Amman, Petra. Who is the most famous detective character in history? Miss Marple, Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot. What was Sherlock Holmes' friend called? Dr. Watson, Mr. Mortimer, Hercule Poirot. 6. Which detective was interested in studying the mind of the suspects? Holmes, Poirot, and Watson. In which century did Ibn Battuta live? 12th century, 13th century, 14th century. What did Ahmad bin Majid write? Books and poems about sailing, books and poems about his life, books and poems about his crew. 9. What was the castle of Karak important in Ibn Battuta's days? Because kings used to live in it, because people used it as a refuge in wars, because kings used it as a refuge in wars. 1b, 2a, 3c, 4b, 5a, 6b, 7c, 8a, 9c. In pairs, put these expressions in the correct columns. Petra, Jordan, and New Wonder, rediscovered in 1800s. Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt, ancient wonder, built thousands of years ago, big tomb. Choose 3 of the adjectives below and use them in the comparative and the superlative forms to compare the detectives in Model 5 as in the example below. Adjectives: comparative, superlative, intelligent, more intelligent, the most intelligent, kind, kinder, kindest, wise, wiser, the wisest, pleasant, more pleasant, the most pleasant. Predictive, more predictive, the most predictive. Logical, more logical, the most logical. Professional, more professional, the most professional. Famous, more famous, the most famous. 4. Complete the questions with these words. What, why, when, how, who, where, how. Is Hassan is Hussein having an adventure holiday? Is on holiday in Disneyland? Did Ahmad bin Majid start selling? Can tourists travel responsibly? Is the difference between adventure tourism and ecotourism? Did Ibn Battuta travel to Granada? Where, who, when, how, what, why? 5. In pairs, look for the answers to the questions in exercise 4 in Model 6. Hassan having an adventure holiday in New Zealand. Zena and her family are on holiday in Disneyland. Ahmed bin Majid started sailing when he was 17. They can minimize the air travel. They can choose trains, buses, and passenger boats instead of airplanes and cars. Adventure tourism is traveling to exotic places and doing dangerous activities. Ecotourism is traveling responsibly, because it was the most important city in Al-Andalus. 6. Find the 10 words below and write them down. Intelligent, sandcastle, professional, ancient, wonder, void, visitor, wise, bold, sympath. I know now. Use these words to write questions and answer them. When was Petra discovered by archaeologists? In the 1800s. Why did the Egyptians build the pyramids? To pray their kings. Where were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon in Iraq? How many were the wonders of the ancient world? 7. What did people use to build Petra? Stones from the land. Read this text, then complete with the correct form of the verbs in practice. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, born in Scotland in 1859. He to be a doctor at Edinburgh University. He up a small practice in South Sea. He many patients which him the opportunity to write his Sherlock Holmes novels. Sherlock Holmes popular until Strand magazine. The adventure of Sherlock Holmes. Holmes' character and personality. The reader's imagination. Holmes and his enemy, Professor Moriarty. And the final problem, but the public outcry. Conan Doyle bring him back to life 9 years later in the haunt of the Baskervilles. Was, studied, said, didn't have, gave, didn't become, published, quote, did, made. 3. Complete this text with the correct form of the verbs in practice. Dear Fawaz, I a wonderful time with my family here in Disneyland. Annie work and I about my results. Right now I buy the pool and an ice cream. My brother Tarek and my dad. Mom, a photo of me and my sister. So what? You? I'm having, I'm not doing, I'm not thinking, I'm sitting, I'm eating, is playing, is fishing, is taking, are smelling, are doing. Complete this text with the comparative or superlative form of the adjectives in practice. Sherlock Holmes' enemy was Professor James Moriarty, as Holmes' enemy Moriarty was the criminal in Europe. Some people think he was. Then Holmes. Moriarty tried to kill Holmes several times, but Holmes always escaped, so we can't say he was. Than Moriarty. And the final problem, Holmes said that Moriarty had the education in England and that he was the mathematician in Europe. So Moriarty had the career before him. He was a lecturer at the university that was than Oxford. Important, however, but very important. However, he was a born criminal and his intelligence made his criminal mind Worst, greatest, most intelligent, more intelligent, not more intelligent, best, most popular, most brilliant, smaller, more dangerous. Read these sentences carefully, then complete them with the correct words from A, B, C. Ancient Egyptian, their kings and queens and pyramids. C. Bird, the hanging gardens of Babylon, wonder of the ancient world. Where? You vote online for Petra. A. Did. Did you like the book? Yes, I. C. Did. Sherlock Holmes is the detective in the history. B. Most famous. During his travels, Ibn Battuta, many important people met at the Jordanian resort today. A. Are you staying? Tariq for his exam. C. Isn't studying. Where did Miss Marable A. live? Ibn Battuta very interesting travel note. B. wrote.